Hello, boys and girls. It's me, Cool Yoshi here, back with another 100% blind playthrough of Mario Luigi Brothership. Where in the last video, as you can clearly see where I'm walking, we finally got the part that we needed. We were just a little worried because, like, this is probably a point of no return, let's be honest, and I just wanted to make sure I had done everything. So now we're gonna talk to Tenki. But once we purchased, oh yeah, that's right, we need to actually get there first. Whoops. Of course, yeah, I almost forgot we need to wait here. Darn, I should have done this before, I didn't think of it. But one time I did not think about jumping. Yeah, it doesn't matter anyways, we needed to wait a little bit anyway. So yeah. So in the last video I had to go to Bowser's castle again and get a part from it, Bowser's airship, so we can use it for our own device, which Technicky used, to other stuff. Before that, we also had to choose between doing Technicky's way or Ananafi's way, but say we can't betray our friends, so of course we went to the right instead, because we want Technicky's way, because she's first, and we know her this time. Alright, now we should be close. Close now to the Fortress Barrier. Are you ready to press on to Fortress Zokket? Good. Take it away, Princess Peach. Flight engines are installed. Start the Technicky engine.
Let's go!
Let's go. Okay, wow, we're actually flying. So we could have gone either under the water or... So we made it. My engines are caught. Right where we're supposed to be, safe and sound. Booster issues detected. Wow, we actually flew. Yes, and with a few small takes, we can do it again. Sign was perfect. We flew over the barrier. Everything went exactly as calculated as it would. Now we can get into Fortress Zokket. We can make our move anytime we're ready. Sure, you're prepared. This could be the big one. Now, travel to far-off currents in a flash. By pressing Y on the ocean map screen, you can find any current no matter how far off it is. Certain special engine will then enable to you to move immediately to other currents. Press to open the world map screen, activate current you want to go, then activate the engine will fly. Ship shape will then move to the current you set. Passing further in the main storyline will cause some side quests to expire. Be sure to check any side quests with red pins. Well, that's only possible because we got a couple of other ones. Interesting. This one and the Monster Mania stuff, they stay up permanently, but Fossil is actually limited. What? Oh boy. You know what that means, guys. Yes, our time has come a little bit sooner than expected. Yep, after doing a long delay. It's about time for what you expected. Yep, we have to take on those shark bones. This time for realsy. This is actually what we saved our items for. I even have a save. Gonna set up a save setup, so if for some reason this messes up, we can just load a save and try again, and we can keep doing this until we get what we need. But yeah, remember that trail that I decided to avoid for a while? Well, it looks like we have to do it sooner than expected, because when we go to the main storyline, this side quest becomes unavailable for some reason. That makes no sense, because it just said it had a limited did not have a limited time to clear, but now it suddenly does? I don't know. But yeah, I guess, yeah, this means only one thing. We have to do the danger setup, which means, of course, going all the way to and getting a bunch of stuff done. And this includes, of course, doing this quest right now.
Yeah.
I'm not honestly that worried if a side of us aspires. I'm getting to a point where it doesn't really matter too much, but like ideally to not have to deal with that at all.
Yeah.
So, anyways, as you might have guessed, yeah, because we delayed a long time, now we see things are different now. We have a lot more powerful gear than we did before. The ability to do stuff. We still have to learn to counter the guys, though, but we at least have a better chance of survival. This is where I mentioned I was gonna do the super rest setup. So I mentioned there was like an extra thing that gave us more power. We're gonna put Bowser spikes on now to Mario. And we're gonna double treasure specs both of these. Both Mario and Luigi. So we have the best chance of getting the outer item. Unfortunately, because of our weird setting, we lost Loot Booster early on. Now we need to figure out when that recharges. Still has 20 turns of recharging to do. We might actually want to jump for a bit, do our steps, but that's fine because we need to set things up anyway. First thing we'll do is protect us. And then not drop in. That's the main two we need. Now we just need the other things that we usually use, which is Bros Boost and Performance Boost in one. And then the second one would normally be Loose Booster. If we need more, we can have Auto 1-Up as the second upgrade. That will make us use a 1-Up Mushroom whenever our friend dies. And if we still run out of those, then we'll have to just take them over and move on to ourselves. I'm not sure if I want to waste a lot of time doing this, so I guess we just have no choice but to do it. As you might have guessed, yeah, the Shark Bones is by far the most difficult enemy in the game. It's not intended to be fought at all. It also has another effect I forgot to mention. Whenever you attack it, there's a chance later for it to run away. And it could be quite tricky to deal with. So the best way by far to deal with these enemies is just use whatever is your strongest single attack. In Mario's case, it's Hash Me if you can. For G, it's actually the jump element gun. So you want to focus all your attacks on one of these guys. It's going to be really hard to take them out otherwise. What's unique about them is they don't spew a base attack right away. Instead, what they do is an auto counter. As you can see, they automatically attack back. And they also have a random chance to run away after each turn. Thanks to Mario's setup, however, our Yoshi attack was actually able to defeat him in just one hit. So we very much just going to spam this and Bros Boost. And I also have Loot Boost. Normally we'd have that in our fifth slot instead, but because we messed that up, because we were focused on getting our deal with this instead. By the way, they're pretty tanky. They have at least 1100 health each. That's Protect Us coming into play. That would have dealt a lot of damage otherwise. Alright, I'm gonna actually take some of these off because we want to save them for later. turns out this isn't working. I might have to do do something else. I'm doing this because this guy doesn't have much health, and yeah, but we'll still use Yoku. We're just not using the power-up that use a lot of hit. So the idea is to figure out just keep repeating one of these battles over and over again. And ideally, you want to just take them out in one shot. It's quite tricky. Okay, we got the item, thankfully, on our second one. So good, didn't have to reload. So yeah, as you might have guessed, you want to have all the boosts with power-ups as well. That gives you the best chance of actually defeating one. Ideally, if you defeat them in one hit, yeah, like I just did there, you don't have to worry about it. Now we're not going to take out any more of them. Alright. You can actually defeat them before that part, but it's very tough and RNG dependent. Basically means you have a lot of stuff done. So now we can finally give this bone to this kid who really wanted it. Oh, this is what I have sought to study, a shark bones. Oh, let me get right to it. Oh, smooth. So smooth. And the smell, fishy, interesting. Also, the taste, the sour flavor. I must confirm, sour, yes, sour. Sorry, the name of careful research. Can't imagine how many Eureka's I just had. Yeah, my thanks. Please take this. And keep in mind, we do all that, and all we get is items instead of a good gear piece, so it's not even that worth it of a quest to do. This gave me much to ponder in the days ahead. So yeah, as you might have guessed, you have to do it then, unfortunately. Because if we try and go into Forrester's Zokket now, it won't work. The only problem now is because of the way that was set up, we had to take other stuff off to set up the proper plug panel. So, of course, now we're gonna have to take this off so we can later put it back on when we get to the actual battle. But before we do that, I want to do Bow's boost and performance boost so I can get those charged, and because I want to set them up, I'm going to set up something else that needs charging as well and just use this so we can get those back sooner, and yeah. Now, as you might have guessed, obviously, normally you want to have a booster for that part, makes it a lot easier. Thankfully, we didn't have to do much. Alright, took a while, but we kind of returned to ship safe. Anyways, there you go. We trounced those enemies that took us out before. Pretty much the main thing you needed really was a setup. You needed not dropping for sure, minimum, and ideally also the extra guard attack, although that wouldn't have worked well with my setup considering Mario takes damage for every turn, and that meant Mario would defeat himself instead. But yeah, we got that item on, we finished off that battle. That very much gave us the damage we needed. I think it's been pretty hard without the gear. So now that we're done that, we're just gonna switch back to our normal PAL gloves, even though they're less normal. And Luigi needs this again. So I guess at least one of the things did its thing. Getting the double treasure and the booster on both of them helped out a lot. We probably should have just... And if we go into another playthrough, we should just double have that on from now on. That'll help out a lot with drops. Alright, well, we're saving after that. We don't want to lose that progress now. I will say, what a sneaky joke that was. See, I thought that was a side quest that didn't expire, but no. For some reason, it had to be one that did expire. My gosh. Okay, then. just so you know, there's still other side content to do after we're done. Oh, yeah, I just wanted to do this part first, because, like, we're so close to the end of the game, why not finish that, and then go back and clean up the side quest. Usually that's something you do. Although in our Mario Luigi games, there was probably not much side content. All you really did was power up for the final boss once, then go back and do the other content. And in some games, you could skip both of that. Alright. So, as done, we can finally actually go inside Fortress Zokket. Now, we technically already were here once. We got kind of forced out because, yeah, our friend Zokket kind of cheats and just used a big beam that we had to avoid, which probably was instant game over if we didn't avoid it. But we did that, but now we're ready, hopefully this time. So now we're gonna actually defeat him. Now the real question is, will we be able to return after this? Or are we just stuck in here now? That's what I was thinking. Once I teleported to here, I think we're stuck. And that's why I waited. So, fortunately, hope nobody's crying. The Bowser's Castle is, of course, not the final area. Nor is that fake fortress Zokket. This is the real fortress now. This is where we actually have. Can't cool our trotters here, so please keep your peepers peeved. Yeah, I got it. Alright. We're gonna keep the charger thing on for a while too, because we want other space to charge as well. Mainly we want loot. We don't really need root booster anymore, so we might stop using that. I don't want the save to catch that, so let's go and get that since we missed that. Alright. Well then. Yeah, so we can't leave, so I'm guessing we will be stuck here until we defeat the final boss, but that's fine. There's probably some side quests left there. That's a major league door. You guys have a tendency to use it, right? Oh yeah, that's right. We have... Yeah, so that's how we're gonna break in. We're just gonna launch a good old fire and ice bomb and just blow the gate wide open like nothing's different. So-called brothers have infiltrated the fortress. Listen well, Extension Corps. The stories of them here and now. Hey, you actually called them by the right name. This will be your final chance. If you fail, you'll learn about Glom firsthand. Leave it to us, Lord Zokket. We'll straight him right quick, boss. Yes, what Shen said. So we'll have to probably face all three of them at once. Now, there's still like a second secret attack. Does that mean we'll get it at the end, or will we get it later? And yeah, anyways, it says, I completed my special weapon. No one can interfere. Not even Mario Luigi. Well, this is gonna be probably a little bit different. Yeah. Yeah, things changed. This was not here before. Fortress looked a little bit too easy before, and now it looks more like an actual fortress dungeon, not like it does not have anything now. So, yeah, that changed a lot of stuff. Do we actually have a we can use? I have no idea. Alright, just so you know, I do want to kill all the enemies here, because I might try to get an upgrade before the final battle. We don't know. This charge is really weird. Maybe I should use some of those, but at the same time I don't want to use them. Alright. I was looking at if there was another one, but no. Alright, Yeah, so let's just use our specials now. So we can charge this now. I am very tired of using clockwork roll, so let's just use this. The only reason to use clockwork roll now is considering how much we fell, probably auto excellent would help making sure we hit that every time. You can do tricks, by the way. You might have noticed I was switching stuff around because the game lets you change your pugs for you. You can literally put in auto excellent and it just instantly change it for a better badge, so that you can only use it to basically make sure you get your clockwork blows perfect. Of course, you can just ignore that and just decide, oh, I'm gonna just perfect them all anyway. But it does make it a lot harder. Okay. Using this to get the guaranteed first strike against these dudes. Alright, and we're just gonna start using Bomb Derby more than the others. Bomb Derby is way better anyway. And for the next part, we'll actually fight without using special attacks altogether. I think I might have to make sure I do the correct setup trick. So we might have to actually make sure Mario's not defending on purpose. Yeah, that's right. We're not with Mario. Oh, we got Zokket Buster just now. Wondering when that would happen. See, I figured by the end we were probably gonna get it. That extra grinding helped out, though. I don't think we would have gotten it otherwise. Okay, so just as I expected, there's a lot of enemies here. Ideally, you defeat them as soon as possible because due to the way the respawn system are in this game, we cannot just take them out the way we normally do. I'm not going to use Deluxe Style, by the way, so Mario might be lower health than normal, but we can afterwards if we really need to. But yeah, you know what's gonna happen probably. I'm gonna purposely take damage with Mario, but have Luigi dodge normally, so I'll just play a couple attacks with only Luigi dodging. We could technically take off our gear to make this more easier, but then it's very dangerous because then they die, and it's really awkward when one of the foes goes down. So we don't want that to happen. Now we're caught up with that. Luigi, I'm gonna catch you up a bit in speed, and then need to just make sure the right plugs are set in. Just put in this for now, so we at least do some more damage. Oh, we didn't even use offers. Okay. I was wondering where that was. I could use that with that other ability. So the only thing I really need now is this. And we want to use it to, for sure, make those things charge quicker, because we don't want that in a charge by the time we beat bosses. And then to make sure things charge faster, we don't want to actually end the battles in one turn. We want to make them take longer, because that's how we get stuff done. So now we get to actually fight with our normal jumps and hammers for once. After, gosh, who knows how long. Funnily enough, because these guys are Zokket troopers, they do not get boosted, unfortunately. Alright. Okay, that was not who I wanted to get now. So that's fine. There's still plenty more enemies to deal with.
Oh yeah.
I noticed there was a lead here, but I jumped right. Looks like I jumped too early there.
Oh yeah.
Okay, perfect. One level away from the max link, and then we can probably do some real damage. I'm gonna have to think about what I plan on doing for the next link. Now, of course, before we can do that, we have to make sure we actually are clearing all Fortress Zokket first, and sorry how many enemies there are, it might take a while. Certainly a lot different than it was before. Before, it was pretty easy to get through. Now they actually added in puzzles. What does this actually do? Okay, just like... Never mind, just like every other puzzle. It's not like Paper Mario where you actually take damage from that. Instead, just a little secret trick. This is tough. What if we use this to disable them? Nope. Looks like we have no choice but to just time our spin. And hope that it times right. Because of the weird fact that we're gonna have to time it very late. By very late, I mean like, basically to the last possible minute. So not only are there very annoying things to deal with, a bunch of enemies of course, but there's also puzzles as well. Classic, they have to throw in all the puzzles. I like how the tip just said there, please heal often if things get rough. That was bad. Well, there. Should be much easier. Well, because it's slower, it probably makes it even more awkward. I thought I got for that on the first try, man. Okay. Alright. Finally got to here now. What does he even give us? Okay, just the same stuff before. Oh, but now we can actually do the Hexware. I'm gonna buy this, but I'm gonna buy it for Luigi instead of Mario. Even though that dodgy where might be better, I think I want to at least try that. That might work better with bosses. Alright, let's see what happens when we... Nope, okay. Can't even do that part. Alright, so we can't even go there until later. Wow. Alright, this is gonna be interesting. I didn't even see that last one. That would have been much easier if that last one wasn't there. Why don't we just go around? Yeah, that's way easier than dealing with that. So as you might have guessed, you don't have to actually time that correctly. You just have to, if you go around, you can be fairly fine. That's probably a skip, by the way. But then again, what choice do we have? And suck. He'll definitely crit it. Alright. I think this one, the other one, usually well, it deals. As it goes for Luigi, seriously. Whip. Going Luigi constantly. Did not do anything wrong. Definitely did not do anything wrong. And yes, I'm actually trying to charge up my Mellow Mushroom. I legit need it for the final battle. If this keeps happening, we might have to take a couple of hits on purpose, and also purposely fail our action against. We waste more turns in battle, kill them with counterattacks instead. But I guess if we wait long enough. But as you might have guessed, my idea is I want to get all my badges charged, because battles go so much easier with badges, believe me. If I have to waste any turns in battle without them, it's gonna be very awkward. In fact, I'd like to have the charged up badge on as well, so ideally the sooner those go down. Okay, let's just double hammer here. Okay, I need to move a little bit more than that. Okay, this hopefully will be at least a little bit easier. And just like before, it's 90. Ooh, okay. Actually, not that good. That's the only hit that attacks Mario. We might even take it. Oh, no. Okay. Jeez, that was bad. Didn't get a chance to do anything here. Now I'm just completely skipped this thing for some reason. Ah, here we go. We get to finally see what this is. Jeez, that's a big attack too. Okay, yeah. That's a good reason to spam charges there. Because otherwise, that would be bad. Alright. Because we want more defense, probably having Luigi taking the next attacks on purpose would be best. See if we can get a dizzy. I think one of these two can give us a dizzy. But might be better off if I forced it. Get hit though, so let's use this. Just heal them a little bit. Do I guess? Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Did that trigger it? No.
Oh yeah.
How much do we need to do? Alright, good. Some plugs are already getting recharged, but we still need to recharge that other thing. Okay, well that works. This is fun. Okay, alright, we countered it this time. The reason why I want these guys is because I think any punch, usually something above the head, or something that is like a direct punch, usually that causes dizzy. So I was thinking maybe don't dizzy me with that attack, and that would be what works, but, well, if they're not gonna do that, then it'll probably be better to just, okay. That didn't do us anything. Oh wait, is that when they take damage? Oh, so if we let Luigi get damaged on purpose, then he makes damage there? That's interesting. Oh, wow. Okay, we still take them out if there's not for this. Yeah, I brought some attention. Yeah, any enemy that come probably not be able to dizzy us. Interesting though, so we can take that stuff. Oh wow, immediate counter. We can keep lowering their defense though, apparently. Yeah, that works. Honestly, it was either that or that thing I wanted.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Now that that's done, we just have to blow a few turns before we start using specials again to quickly nivelize the encounters again. Let's go ahead and heal up everyone after each battle now. No reason not to. We can also maybe use our specials on Mario if we want to. Come to think of it, Luigi still has some attacks. Alright. So yeah, that was really confusing. Very weird, but hope you guys will forgive me for doing that. So, to be fair, we had to let our attacks charge up. So now we just have to wait for these two to recharge, and we should be fine. So now we just want to use stuff we don't want to use right away. So I think probably what makes most sense now is Coin Piler, Loot Booster, or leave other stuff out of it. And then we could probably just put in stuff we don't normally use at all. For instance, we could have the counter set, I guess, for now. And then we could just be jumping normally. But we can also use anti-spike specialists, but that's not really that useful. So now all we really need to do is see if we just have sure-footed guard on until we
Oh yeah.
As you might have guessed, statuses are completely random. You don't always get dizzy or hammered, so probably the best thing to do is just have it on naturally. So yeah, those battles looked weird, but that was only because we wanted to charge up on bugs, and then we'll do some more slowness just to charge up. Of course, now this time we're gonna actually fight normally. Alright, I'm gonna start. Oh wait, that okay, I know now. That was one of the attacks that dizzied me. So when that attack comes, we'll take that on purpose, but the other attack will not take. Now, I actually want to carefully set this up so we don't go down. So the easiest way to probably do that is to just use Yoshi here. Take out one of these dudes, take out the other with the Luigi, so we do not have to deal with the high damage output. And then we just do that other stuff. That will also do damage as well. My goodness. Okay, that's not what I wanted to see. It's the last guy I wanted to get power. That means Mario's gonna take you more damage when it's his turn. Alright, well, whatever. Let's jump can. Up helmet this, that is. I almost said jump can. I thought it was you can for a second. My bad. Tell him. Very tired. To be fair, we're in the last game. It's probably still gonna take a while. There we go. By the way, I legit was hoping that. Okay. Well, that was pretty good. This is the attack I want to take. Because that one might dizzy us. And the only reason we're taking these at all is so that we can get those plugs on charge, but then let them charge out. We might want to use that for the next battle. As for our main plug we'll use after that, we'll probably just use whatever we can find. Even if we have to not use a full set of 5 plugs, they'll still be fine. I think having charge upgrade on before the first part of the battle might be nice, because counter range would work. I guess one thing we can also do... Oh, what's that? I forget what that does. That's like a weird noise I've had to hear before, but... it's different. Alright. Alright. So yeah, if there's a Glom enemy set, we should probably just defeat it right away. But if it's not a Glom enemy set, we could probably take attacks from him on first. I should have probably waited a bit. Might also consider any early Mario of it. That'd be a good idea. Okay, I guess. Instead, but it didn't dizzy us anyway. I actually like that strat a lot. So, with this setup now, Luigi actually wants to take damage because that's what makes their stats go down. It's only when he gets hit. What if he jumps like that? Okay, no, neither of those created either. So we're trying to take damage on purpose. We're trying to get sure-footed guard to activate. Jeez, that was so fast. I actually tried to attack and it didn't matter. Oh, he doesn't even hit us with damage there. He actually does now. I thought he did really, but that's not right at all. Okay, maybe just take that attack instead. Okay, well, we're gonna get this up there. Better take this out, man. Alright. So far, our defensive setup is working. It's just not being a bit annoying with the dizzy status. be kind of useful if I had a way to... Alright, use that to quickly clear out. Right. Once we get all of our badges charged, we could probably spam in specials again.
Oh yeah.
We just want to wait until later to do that. Yeah, I don't think they dizzy at all. But I could be wrong. These guys take a while to attack though, so even if I wasn't doing that damage, I'd probably take one of their attacks on first, simply because one of their attacks is really slow.
Oh yeah.
Or, so it's much faster to actually take that attack. That is actually like a speed attack. Oh, okay, alright. So I was right, these guys dizzy, but not the other one. Wow. Just took a while to trigger. Okay, we took them out so fast you didn't even get to face. Alright, well, now it's done. We can just replace what could have been Boom Tack survives our ball and just keep rotating that attack if we need to. We'll probably use this. Actually, it might be better to use that with an anti-flying specialist. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do the ultimate combo. I don't really need to charge up coin power that much, and I can always use it again whenever I want. So let's put it on flying special, since that's the main big attack. Jumps right now. That way we can damage them. Of course, this will be automatic crit, so that's nice.
Oh yeah.
Let's just do a bit more damage. Done correctly, this is just as fast as doing the normal jumps. Or doing the special. And we could just use our bros attacks on everything else instead. So now we've gotten that done, everything should be in proper recharge. Now we're just going to rotate our normal badges and Tyler and as we need to. Luigi's just kind of doing his job and smashing crates around like nobody's business. Other than that though, of course, because we're trying to get as much levels as we can, we're going to keep playing until they do battles. Alright. I have to do something different. What does this even do anyway?
Oh yeah.
I don't know why that even is there anyway. It's so suspicious, by the way. Just look at that bridge. Somehow it feels like it's gonna go down somehow. Oh my goodness, I couldn't even get close to that. Whoa. How did that not hit me? And I felt like I was supposed to get it, but there's no sense, but whatever. I will say, the fortress is much more intimidating this time. I honestly don't know why they didn't do that the first time. Looks like it looks like a lot weaker for no apparent reason, but now all of a sudden it's actually more intimidating. Wow. Anyway, as you might have guessed, we've kind of reached a weird scenario setup. There's no save point in sight, but I have to save to start the next video, so you know what I've decided? I'm gonna pull a special secret. Yep, I'm ending the episode before it's even began, but don't worry, there's still a lot more to do. I'm gonna be ending in this part, and then we'll save the moment we get to a save point so we can set up our saves the way we should be. But, yeah, that's about it. Until then, guys, see you guys in the next video. Comment, rate, and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.